Hello dear students, welcome back to EDUHUNT online teaching platform. At this section today we are going to discuss about progressions, which is a part of 9th class mathematics. So what is a progressions? So what is the main definition of progressions? Progression is a list of numbers or items that exhibit a particular pattern. So that exhibit particular pattern. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So clearly we need to understand progression is a list of numbers or items. So each position is called item. Okay, numbers that exhibit a particular pattern. So you should maintain some particular pattern, nothing but we should maintain some common difference. Okay, a progression is also known as a sequence. So it is a sequence. Already told you in my previous class what is the definition of sequence and types of sequence. So a progression is also known as a sequence. It is called sequence. In a progression, every term is obtained by applying a specific rule on its previous term. So clearly we need to understand here 4 compared with the previous term. So how much difference? 2 difference, nothing but here 2 is a specific rule, nothing but 2 is a common difference. So 2 plus 2, 4. Again 4 plus 2, 6. So clearly we need to every term in that sequence by applying a specific rule on its previous term. So compared with the previous term, how much above? Next for each next position is each next item is 2 more than the previous item. Am I clear? So here it is called common difference. It is called common difference. Here D stands for common difference is 2. Am I clear? So clearly we need to identify that. So and one more example, nth term of the progression 3, 5, 7, 9 is an nothing but nth term 2n plus 1. So this is set of all odd numbers. First n odd numbers 2n plus 1. This is the first n even numbers. Here an equals to 2n. So where n equals set of natural numbers. So if you take an n equal to 1, so 2 into 1, 2. That is the first term. N equal to 2. If you take an n equals to 2, 2 into 2, 4. N equal to 3, 2 into 3, 6 and so on. Am I clear? So this is a set of first n odd numbers. This is order of first set of on even numbers. First n even numbers. Am I clear? So next one, types of progressions. There are mainly 3 types of progressions in mathematics. There are arithmetic progressions. What is short form? Arithmetic progression, nothing but AP. Second one, geometric progression, nothing but GP. And the third one, harmonic progression, nothing but HP. So mainly there are 3 progressions are there in mathematics. So each type of progression along with their simple definition and example is tabled below. So what I am given, progression, definition and example. Arithmetic progression, AP. The differences between any 2 consecutive numbers are all same. So here what I am given, so clearly we need to understand that difference between any 2 consecutive numbers. For example, 1, 4, 4, 7, 7, 10. These are consecutive numbers, all are same, nothing but here common difference is same. So how will get common difference in that particular terms? Here first term is 1, it can be written as T1. So first term is written as T1. Second term written is T2, 4. Third term is T3. And the fourth term is T4 and so on, nth term Tn. Am I clear? So here differences between any 2 consecutive numbers are all same, nothing but equal. So clearly we need to identify that. So here what is the T2 minus T1 value? T2 minus T1 equals to nothing but 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 equals to 3. That is called common difference. Here D stands for what? Common difference. Common difference. Am I clear? So D equals to T2 minus T1. That is a formula. So 4 minus 1, 3 or T3 minus T2 also called common difference. Am I clear? So what is T3 term here? 7. 7 minus T2, 4. So it is also common difference. Difference is 3. So differences between any 2 consecutive numbers are all are same, are all same, so those terms are belongs to arithmetic progressions. Am I clear? So here T1 nothing but first term 1, T2 4, T3 7, T4 10 and so on, Tn, but you don't know last term. But here how to get the common difference, T2 minus T1 or T3 minus T2, the difference between next term and previous term in that consecutive order, that is called common difference. If common in that series sequence of numbers, common difference are equal, those terms are belongs to arithmetic progressions. So that is the main definition of arithmetic progression. Am I clear? So what is the main definition? Common difference are equal in that given sequence of series, so those terms are belongs to arithmetic progression. Am I clear? Next one, geometric progression. So the ratio of any two consecutive numbers are all same. The ratio of any two consecutive numbers are all same, nothing but common difference are equal. So here also first term is T1, second term is T2, third term is T3, fourth term is T4 and so on and so on. So clearly we need to notice that common ratio are equal. Common ratio means how we'll get common ratio. So common ratio formula in that geometrical progression, this is a first one is a process. This is example of AP. AP means arithmetic progressions. So what is the GP idea? So common ratio here R stands for common ratio. So R equals to T2 by T1. This is a formula. So what is the T2? T2 by T1. So T2 value 16 by T1 4. So 4 is 16. So here common ratio are equal. Here R stands for common ratio. Common ratio. If common ratios are equal in that particular order of a sequence of series, those terms are belongs to geometric progression. Am I clear? Or T3 by T2. So if you take any term in that sequence of the consecutive order, so it is divided by previous term. Okay, so that is a common ratio. Or here what is a common ratio? Clearly we need to notice that 4 is a common ratio. If you are taken T3 by T2, that is also 4. T3 value 64 by T2 16. So 4 is so common ratio is 4. What is the formula? T2 by T1 or T3 by T2. So if you take in any term, it is divided by previous term, that is called common ratio. If common ratio are equal in the sequence of series, those terms are belongs to geometric progression. Am I clear? Next one, harmonic progressions, HP. The reciprocal of terms form an AP. The reciprocals of a terms form an AP is called harmonic progression. So what is the reciprocal of terms? 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6. Actually it is so what is the AP terms in that case? 2, 4, 6 and so on. So these are the AP terms. Okay na? So it can be written in reciprocal, nothing but 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6. Those terms are belongs to harmonic progressions. The reciprocals of a terms form an AP. So it can be written reciprocals of arithmetic progression, that is called harmonic progression. Am I clear? So next one, arithmetic progressions formulas. So clearly let the first term of the progression be A, the common difference is D, and the nth term is be AN. So clearly we need to notice that. So what is the arithmetic progression? If common ratio, common difference. So what is the definition of AM? Clearly we need to understand. In the sequence common ratio common difference are equal, those terms are belongs to arithmetic progression. Am I clear? So what is the definition of arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression, AP. So next one, arithmetic progression formulas. Let the first term of the progression be A, common difference B by D, and the nth term is AN. Nth term is nothing but last term is AN. So before that, what is the definition of arithmetic progression? So arithmetic progression means common in that sequence of series. In the sequence of series, common difference are equal. Those terms are belongs to arithmetic progression. Am I clear? Common difference is equal in the sequence of series or sequence of numbers. So this is called AP. So clearly we need to understand. So terms in AP. Terms in AP. So first term is A. Second term is A plus D, because D is a common difference. D added to the each term, it will become a next term. So again D added, it will become A plus 2D. Again D added, A plus 3D is okay, and so on. What is the last term? Last term is A plus n minus 1 into D. N minus 1 into D, because clearly we need to understand in that first, it is called first term. A is called first term. So first term A, second term A plus D, because common difference is added in next each next term. Okay, next one, third term is A plus 2D. Fourth term is A plus 3D, and so on. Nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D, because so for example in that fourth term, clearly we need to understand what is the coefficient of D3. 4 minus 1, 3. Here third term, what is the coefficient of D2? Nothing but 3 minus 1. In nth term, what is the coefficient of D? N minus 1. Don't take an ND. So A plus n minus 1 into D, that is called last term. So but in that case it is considered as AN. Here nothing but last term. So what is the last term? N term A plus n minus 1 into D. This is a very important formula. Nth term formula. So nth term in AP, AN equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. AN or TN. Or TN also. AN or TN. Nth term or last term. Am I clear? So here A stands for what? Clearly we need to notice that here A stands for first term. D stands for common difference. So here N stands for number of terms. Here AN stands for nth term or last term. Am I clear? And next one, sum of the first n terms in AP. Sum of the first n terms in AP. So what is the formula? It can be represented as Sn. Sn equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. This is a very important formula. So what is the formula? Sum of the first n terms in AP. Sn, it can be written as Sn. Sn stands for sum of the first n terms in AP. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So again, and also it can be written n by 2 into A plus L. If you know first term and last term in that series, so you can write n by 2 into A plus L. So here A stands for first term, L stands for last term. So two formulas. A is the first term. If you know first term and last term. L stands for last term. So here n stands for number of terms. So Sn, nothing but sum of the first n terms in AP formula, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D, or it can be written as n by 2 into a plus L. If you know first and last term, directly you can write that formula, second formula. You don't know last term, you can apply the first formula, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So these are very important formulas in arithmetic progression. Am I clear?